Welcome to the Street Cred Magazine 25th anniversary celebration, episode 2. And here we have a premier lady of our city, Birmingham, Akeila Browne, life and mindset coach, doing fantastic things in the city, empowering women and basically creating waves and creating a trend and inspiring other women to do what she does herself. And she's quite happy to help people be on the level that she's at. Akeila Browne, nice to see you.
Thank you. What a lovely introduction.
Oh, thank you.
That.
I thought I messed up then. Was it okay? Yeah.
No,
Sure.
it was good.
It was all right.
It was good, yeah.
Akeila Browne, you know what I love about you? I love your presentation. I love your
Thank
aura.
you.
I mean, I've seen you do keynote speaking at many venues. And I noticed you captivate people without even saying much. It's just like you just stand there. It's like I'm Akeila Browne, and people
I try.
she's so smooth. But yes, where did this inspiration come from? Wanting to empower women in particular. I mean, I'm sure it's something personal for you.
It is. I mean, my story goes back to when my youngest son was first born, and he's 11 years old now. And I had him, and I went back to my old secondary school, and I bumped into my old head teacher.
Right.
And whilst I was there, he was talking to me and reminding me of what I used to be like when I was a young girl.
Right.
And at that time, I was out of a relationship. I was single mom of 3 boys. I was in a job that I hated. And he was like, well, you know, are you happy?
Yeah.
And at that point, I wasn't. But he was the first person I felt that asked me that question and waited to hear the answer. The conversation continued, and when I went home, I realised I'd just been coached by him.
Right.
And it was from that moment I decided to work on personal development for myself. I left that job, started working with young people, but what I noticed with the young people is as much as you would do the work with them, they would go home and still be in the environments of people who had mindsets from the past.
Right.
The more I spoke to their mums and women in the community, I saw that women were holding themselves back. In fact, what I saw was myself when I spoke to that head teacher.
Right.
So I thought if my life could change from coaching and personal development, how could I help more women see the same as me?
Wow.
And then the rest is history.
Wow.
From there.
I mean, you've got loads of success stories. So many people have benefited by being coached by yourself. Could you tell me some that stand out that makes you feel proud? I mean, I don't wait to like, sometimes it's not good to say, oh, that one person was good, but, you know, there's some that must stand out.
There's quite a few that stands out. And obviously, because of confidentiality, I can't go into who they are.
Or you can go back what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've coached women and girls of tons of different ages and in tons of different backgrounds as well. And one that really stands out for me is a woman who was at least 20 years older than me.
Okay.
And she was in a position where she had been doing the same thing throughout the whole of her life, and she felt as though she had lost herself. And she told me something that quite a lot of black women go through in terms of not being able to own your voice and own who you are in the workplace.
Right.
You know, and working with her, she reminded me of my mum and that generation, and being able to help her step out of a career she'd been in for about 30 years and change her life and find herself at that age. You know, it was just amazing because it goes to show you that there's no age limit to when you can change your life.
Wow.
There's none. I've worked with women who have brought in an extra 10, 15, 20,000 into their business in a month.
Wow.
Women who have just changed their lives in terms of confidence,
Yeah.
just everything.
So what would you say with a lot of your clients? What would you say their common struggle is that what they have to deal with and that you have to fix? What would you say?
Imposter syndrome.
Right.
So I don't know if you've heard of imposter
Yes.
syndrome. Yeah. But quite a few women that I know suffer with imposter syndrome, and some men as well. And so many of us go through it at some point in our lives. But I find women, when they're getting ready to start their businesses, when they want to change their life, there's that little voice. It's like, yeah, but you're not good enough though.
Yeah.
You know, there's that little voice saying, yeah, but you can't charge people for this because it comes too easy for you. So it's not really work, is it?
I saw a quote on your social media, and it was said how to be seen as credible, be seen as valuable, and get paid.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Would you say there's a lot of people that like that's that syndrome that they feel that they don't value themselves enough to they want to do the business, but then they don't want to charge for what they do, what they're worth.
Absolutely.
How do you change them? How do you change that mindset?
Well, first of all, I think we live in a society where we try to fix everybody. And we try and say, well, this is missing from you, that's missing from you, and this is why you need my help. When in fact, what we need is more people to help others understand that whatever it is they need to be doing next is already within them. Yeah, so if you want to be more valuable, you want to be more credible, and you want to get paid as well, you need to understand that you already have superpowers within you. That's the first thing. The second thing is just be careful of who you're around. You know, you need people to be speaking to the king and queen that resides within you already, not the people that are reminding you of where you used to be, you know. Then we have to pay attention to the stories that we tell ourselves, because ultimately, whatever you tell yourself is the truth.
Wow.
Your brain won't make you a liar, you know.
I'm going to turn into a woman for this. I want to sign up to your company. I want to sign
Listen,
up.
you can come along.
I want to get coached. You know, I've got some man boobs, so I might get away with it. But no, absolutely fantastic. Akeila Browne, life coaching, business. So you don't just do business, do you? It's like there's all types of mentoring going on, and can you tell me some of the can you break down the type of mentoring, type of coaching you do as a whole?
So my main focus is actually on imposter syndrome and mindset.
Right.
And that can happen whether you have a business, whether you're in your career, but most of the women I focus on are in business. And that's purely because we know that if you're building a business, you have to build yourself first. If you don't build yourself, your business will reach a certain point and then it will implode. It will just go to nothing. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
So I help women with their mindsets in terms of being more visible in business, charging more for what they do, and just being seen as more credible as well.
Yeah.
I also provide life coaching. And again, that's about confidence, about being present, about being visible in life. Because we know that if you're not visible in business, there's every chance that you're in life not being visible.
Right.
That you're not in your relationships being visible either. I also do work with businesses where I train around mindset and well-being, confidence, imposter syndrome in business, and I'm the co-founder of 2 social enterprises as well.
Wow.
One of which works with women using vision boarding to improve aspirations, and the other, which is based in London, working with young people at risk of exclusion. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So where can we find Akeila Browne coaching on social media, and what's the website, please?
Okay, so on Facebook, I'm on there as Akeila Browne Coaching. It's my business page. You can also find me on Instagram under Akeila Browne. There's reels and lives and videos and photos and stuff. And my website address is AkeilaBrowneCoaching.com.
Akeila Browne, she's powerful. This is the Street Cred Magazine 25th
Thank
anniversary.
you.
This lady is doing things street cred. Let's keep it moving.